potions for sale. Buy 4, get 1 free.
Brace yourself!
Kneel before the king.
The library's haunted. I'm absolutely sure.
That was scary. Why hasn't the school done anything? What if something terrible happens?
Calm down. Have you been reading too many horror novels? Enchanted things are everywhere on campus. You probably just saw Rogue One.
No! What happened last night can't be explained by magic. Last night, I was revising for my alchemy test, but it didn't go well. I tried to memorize the recipes, and none of them stuck. Then I recalled a rumor that the professor often reuses the same set of questions, and that the answers could be found in a book at the library.
You borrowed that legendary book? No wonder you did so well on the test.
That's not the point. The problem is what happened afterward. As everyone knows, going to the library after hours is against school rules, and violators lose half their holidays. But failing a course is far worse. So I decided to get the book. I slipped into the library through the side entrance while the guards weren't looking. Bring it on. I'm ready to lose my holidays. Wait, where are the guards? They should have pounced on me by now. Jura above luck's on my side. The Ultimate Alchemy Workbook should be somewhere around here.
Cry out in despair, writhe in agony. Nothing pleases me more than seeing your souls burn in everlasting flames. I'm setting the world ablaze. Let anguish devour you all!
Oh my!
Ghost!
Unbelievable. You didn't forget that book even in a situation like that.
That book was exactly why I was there. Wait, you're focusing on the wrong thing. The point is, that voice was really terrifying, and I know for a fact there was no one else in the library. Even now that the test's over, I still can't bring myself to return that book.
Your unpunished violation, the sinister laughter, and those malicious words. That's odd. Is the library really haunted?
This is certainly unusual, I must say.
See? Even Sylvan thinks so.
Rumors about supernatural incidents are common on campus, but no one has ever gotten away with breaking the school rules. Standing here won't help. Let me go in and take a look. Good timing. Shall we check out the library together? Fair enough. We'll be waiting outside.
Good grief. Who turned on the lights at this ungodly hour? I'm trying to sleep here. Ugh, I knew it could only be you, my dear Merlin. All right, what do you want? Ugh, it's too early to be awake. The library's been rather empty lately. Exams are almost over, and the semester break is just around the corner. Don't I deserve some downtime? Getting a little bit more sleep won't hurt. Haunted? You actually believe that? Wait, is this your excuse to make me work overtime? Come on! Students just love to spread rumors like this. I have nothing to do with it, my dear Merlin. It must have been a spirit summoned by some mischievous student. Whatever the case, I'm in the clear. The ghost isn't bothering anyone, and there's no rule against it. Let's not worry about it too much. I'm the rule book, remember? I know the right thing to do. Just let me take care of this. Yeah, so I'll just handle this. Wait, what? No way! The library is meant for studying, not snooping around. Are you even listening to me? Hey!
Too close for comfort.
Wanted you to see. My dear Merlin, promise me you won't laugh at me. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. Just the other day, some students were having a discussion here, and they were loud enough to warrant punishment. I know, right? I was curious, so I listened in quietly.
Ugh, I'm so bored. Playing chess and going to salons just don't sound fun anymore.
Why not read some novels?
I've read my share, but most turn out to be tired cliches. They usually hook me with a cool setting, but the plots are a letdown. Either they're so predictable, or the protagonist does things that make no sense. If I were the protagonist, I'd make the story way more thrilling.
Shh! Keep it down. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a novel's plot is fixed. You can't change it. If you're bored, you can come play cards or chess with us.
Honestly, I think what that Joanna girl said was very true. Novels have captivating stories, but the plot only goes one way. Games, meanwhile, are fun to play, but without a compelling narrative, they aren't very immersive. So, as the Rule Fiend, I decided to create a new game that blends an intriguing plot with fun mechanics. This way, we can have the best of both worlds. Players can take on different roles and shape the story through their choices and a touch of luck. A game master oversees the rules and story, while everyone collaborates to create an epic adventure. I even came up with a catchy name for this kind of game. Tabletop Games. What do you think? It's my original idea, though someone else gave me the inspiration. Anyway, these books here hold the storylines and rules for the game I created. Well, last night, I was racking my brain to perfect the showdown plot in Dungans and Daggins. Yes, that's more like it. Cry out in despair, writhe in agony. Nothing pleases me more than seeing your souls burn in everlasting flames. I'm setting the world ablaze. Let anguish devour you all! Now this is the perfect vibe for the ultimate villain. The Game Master can use these few lines and improvise the rest. So, that's what happened. I didn't break the completely one-sided contract you forced on me all those years ago. About that, I've been staying up a bit more lately, so I'm a little sleep-deprived. That's why the power of the rules is weakened. I'm not downplaying it. Fine, you win. I'm done with the game rules anyway. I'll turn the library back into a nightmare for rule breakers starting tomorrow. Happy now, my dear Merlin? That's not happening. Pick another wish. I can tell what you're getting at. You're just curious about my game. Trust me, the game's nothing special. Even the dice are the plainest kind. You're overthinking it. Would you show your writing to just anyone? I may be a hypogean, but I have a fragile ego. That's enough! Sometimes I think you act more like a hypogean than I do. I did spend a long time working on it. Alright, you've won me over. But the game's designed for multiple players, and right now, you're all alone. Clearly you love games just like I do. If only you could also understand my need for a break. Alright, take a seat while I go fetch 2 poor souls who need to work overtime. The first tabletop session ever will begin soon! Let's go with this module, the study of dark language. It's the game's script, covering the setting, storyline, main characters, the whole 9 yards. My game, my rules. First, create a character and stick with it throughout the game. I'll pick your character this time, just in case your imagination runs too wild. Here goes. You'll be a detective in a futuristic world with the investigate and sense skills. During the adventure, you'll need to use these skills wisely to achieve your goals. This is how role-playing works. Stop interrupting and just go with it. Let's just run the session. You'll get the hang of it along the way. It was a tumultuous era, with industrialization bringing wealth and opportunity alongside pollution, violence, and crime. You, a seasoned detective, live in this metropolis, where knowledge doesn't always translate into wealth. The cost of living is high, and you have barely enough to get by. Unable to rent an apartment on your own, you've moved into a shared unit on Elementary Avenue. Now you meet your flatmate, who's shaking your hand.
Nice to meet you.
He's your flatmate. Flatmate! Stay in your character! Here's a friendly reminder. You can use your investigate skill on your flatmate now to gather more information. Wonderful. Your frugal life may have worn out your pants, but it hasn't dulled your perception. The man before you has tanned skin, likely from prolonged sun exposure. His right arm moves slightly awkwardly as he shakes your hand, the result of a severe injury. He's wearing a typical doctor's white coat, but, unlike most doctors, his face shows no sign of fatigue. Instead, he carries a soldier-like demeanor. Free roleplay starts now. What do you want to say to your doctor flatmate? Good, you're catching on fast.
Amazing. The rumors were true. You really are a famous detective.
Just bear with it. We can't expect too much from a campus guard.
Please, let me be your assistant. I'll do my best to support you.
Just assume he's a big fan of yours, alright? I have to make this session easier since it's for beginners. Now, we're moving to a new scene, with a new character joining in.
You must be the famous detective. I'm Inspector Lestrade, and I need your help with a tricky case. You'll be handsomely rewarded when the job's done. Come with me.
Along with your assistant, you follow the inspector to the crime scene. On the bumpy ride through the slums, the fog grows thicker and your anxiety mounts. Meanwhile, in reality, you remain still. Isn't this incredible? The entire adventure plays out through text. This is a spur-of-the-moment session. I wasn't prepared at all. The game's still a work in progress, and I never intended to show it to anyone. Now, close your eyes and feel the wheels rattle over the gravel road. You find yourself in a typical, modest bedroom, much like any other in a low-cost apartment. But with a body on the floor, it has turned into an unusual crime scene. The body is riddled with gruesome wounds, and some fluid is oozing out. Is it blood? You can't be sure. The thick, dark fluid splatters all over the room, some of it congealing on the faded wallpaper.
Detective, your job is to examine the crime scene. See if you can uncover any clues.
The fluid trickles from the victim's throat and chest. Undoubtedly, it's his blood. The way it soaks into the tattered rug and stains the wallpaper creates a grim work of art. The victim's throat, chest, and abdomen are covered in deep cuts and slashes, yet all his fingertips remain clean. The murderer took his life without the slightest hesitation. There could only be two explanations. First, the murderer harbored a deep grudge against the victim. Second, the murderer didn't consider the victim human at all. You crouch to inspect the dried blood. Something about the splatter feels off. Further investigation might be necessary. So lucky, Merlin! Any action that isn't a failure can be either successful or very successful. Very successful actions yield stronger effects. For instance, you'll gain some extra information this time, but knowing too much isn't always helpful. For now, enjoy your luck while it lasts. Relying on your sleuthing skills, you study the bloodstains on the wall. They seem to form written characters, yet the clotted blood renders them unreadable. Suddenly, thanks to an unexpected stroke of luck, you manage to make out the message, which says, royalty. The moment you utter the word, color drains from Inspector Lestrade's face.
Detective, are you implying that the royal family is involved in this case? So, the murderer left this message, and the motive could be linked to the royal family. This is a delicate issue. I need to inform the Queen first. Let's call it a day. Remember, everything about this case is confidential. I'll be back if further investigation is needed.
Feeling unsettled, you return to your apartment on Elementary Avenue with your assistant. Life goes on as usual, and the terrifying homicide is never mentioned again. Just as you believe the case is closed, a carriage stops at your front door on a foggy morning. Then, someone opens the door.
Your deduction was correct, Detective. The Queen is deeply concerned about this case and wishes to discuss it with you in detail. Please come with me to meet Her Majesty. Can't believe it. We have an audience with the Queen. This is an incredible honor.
He's just stammering out of excitement. Just use a little imagination. Your assistant's face lights up with pure joy. After all, the Queen is the ruler of this city and a symbol of faith for her people. You should feel honored to have the chance to serve the Queen. You hop onto the carriage and head straight for the palace. After navigating a maze of formalities, you are finally ushered into the audience chamber. You see nothing in the darkness, yet you can sense the Queen's presence. She sits silently, motionless within the shadows.
I'm impressed. You're smart enough to find the correct answer.
As the Queen's mellow voice echoes through the chamber, a faint ringing stirs in your mind, making you dizzy.
The victim was one of my aides, and the murder is an act of defiance against my reign. The traitors are seeking to usurp my throne. I need someone loyal and wise to serve me. You seem to fit the bill. Help me hunt down the murderer and purge the traitors.
This is an irresistible offer for any detective. Serve the Queen, and you can leave that shabby apartment behind with wealth and power within reach. Your decision is... You feel a twinge of apprehension. Before making your decision, sense your surroundings to find the source of your unease. You peer into the darkness, trying to discern the Queen's face. An imposing figure looms before you. You peer through the inscrutable shadows. Suddenly, an excruciating pain pierces your eyes and spreads through your entire body. You let out an agonized scream. A voice in your mind begs you to stop looking, warning that it is an act of desecration. Your assistant is a bundle of nerves. He clenches his right fist tightly, and his injured shoulder tenses even more. He feels not just excitement and nervousness, but also an overwhelming terror. You close your eyes and let your awareness sink into the darkness. Your vision feels sharper than ever. You see a colossal figure and its shadow. She, a being wholly unlike you and your assistant, lurks within the inky darkness. Numerous tentacles hover around her, watching you with a calm yet deadly intensity. The Queen. There's something off about her. Or rather, about it. No, it's something far more mysterious. An existence more incomprehensible and unnameable than anything you can imagine. So, your decision is... You've made up your mind. Just as you prepare to turn away, the entire chamber quakes. Amid the rising fog, a shadowy figure slowly inches closer. Mucus oozes through the cracks in the chamber. The floor melts, the ceiling warps, and the entire space twists into a vortex. At the same time, you realize something is devouring you. Traitor! The queen seethes at your defiance. Her countless limbs thrash violently, reaching towards you through the fog. The ends of her limbs crack open, revealing eyes that stare at you. They are the queen's eyes, scrutinizing you, the mouth-watering meal about to be consumed. You and your assistant are about to wind up in the monster's stomach. Fight for your life while you still can.
I'm not ready to die yet. You're hurt and can't fight after looking the queen in the eye. Tell me what to do. I'll do my best. Oh, I'm dead.
Exhausted. There's nothing you can do to stop the vortex from drawing you in. Darkness clouds your vision, and you slowly drift out of consciousness. Don't speak like the guard! How did this happen? You can't fail here! I haven't even reached the best part! Maybe I made the queen too strong. Should I add more scenes before the showdown? We can't expect too much from the guards, right? They only know how to follow orders. Ugh, it's so frustrating that our first run ended just like that. Really? I'll make it better, if there is a next time. You're right. It's a multiplayer game, after all. Sadly, you're the only one who can play this game. Our contract prohibits me from appearing in front of the students. You mean, I can pretend to be the library ghost? That could work! Little Merlin, you're more shrewd than any of us Hypogeans. Alright then, I'm counting on you to recruit new players. Off you go! While you're away, I'll fine-tune the game.
Cassidy, are you here for the library ghost too?
No, I'm just here to do some revision. Wait, what did you say? Library ghost?
People are saying the library's haunted. Merlin went in to investigate yesterday, and he hasn't come out since.
Goodness, could Merlin be in danger? We should inform the professors. No, there's no time. We'll help him ourselves. Magister Merlin!
What did you see in the library yesterday?
I've read about this before. Spirits that fail to reincarnate can get trapped where they died and slowly turn into malicious ghosts.
Looks like the library isn't safe anymore. I've been dying to see what the library's like at night. Cassidy, are you coming?
Absolutely! I'd never pass up a chance to fight alongside Magister Merlin. Got it! I'll be well prepared and won't slow anyone down.
Should we invite Pippa? She's very intuitive and ridiculously lucky.
I'm not sure if Pippa would be interested. She's always the first to bolt when someone tells a horror story.
But her curiosity always makes her stick around. She might actually say yes. Cassidy and I will go get Pippa. Let's meet at the library's side entrance tonight.
Sorry to keep you waiting. We were making preparations and lost track of time.
Honestly, I'm still kind of scared, so Cassidy and I made some enchanted amulets. Hopefully they'll work.
I'm sure they'll come in handy. Remember, even Merlin struggled against that ghost. It's one tough nut to crack. Speaking of which, has that ghost gone into hiding? The library looks completely normal today.
I don't sense anything off either. It's just so quiet around.
Now.
Watch out! What was that? Was it the ghost? Merlin, should we go in?
Magister Merlin's right. Let's head in, everyone. You're above. Why on earth is it so crowded in here? These people don't look like students.
What are they going on about? Dungan? Huh, I've never heard of that place.
Who are these people? And why haven't the gods thrown them out?
I've got to make a good impression on the new players. Can I count on you to explain the rules? If I do it, I'll probably scare them off before they even hear a word.
Should we dispel them?
Welcome, adventurers! Though you come from different places and backgrounds, you share a common goal: to overcome every challenge along your journey and defeat the evil forces that rule the city.
Wait, who's speaking? Is it the library ghost?
That's a typical opening a minstrel would use.
Magister Merlin, is it up to us to help her finish her story so she can move on?
This isn't the kind of ghost busting I expected.
Come forward and begin your adventure now. First, each of you needs to pick a character. Choose one of the 4 cards before you. These 4 characters will appear in the Dungan and Hypogean story.
There really are 4 cards here.
Meters tall. I've always wished I could be that tall. I want to be this character.
Mage? That's right up my alley.
Please, It's as if your name's written right on the card. Cassidy, it's just a game. Don't you want to try something different for a change?
Acting isn't my strong suit. Since we're doing this with Magister Merlin, I'd better pick what I'm skilled at.
Interesting. I'll try this role. The card doesn't specify a gender. I can play a female role, right?
Huh?
This makes the game even more fun. I'm going to let my imagination soar and try things I've never done before.
Now that the characters are assigned, the story officially begins. A notoriously brutal Hypogean is rumored to be committing atrocities across the city, but few have actually seen it. The Hypogean is said to lurk in the deepest shadows, its whereabouts known only to its loyal minions. You ask around the city for clues, and learn that one of its minions frequents this tavern.
Looks like we need to find the minion in the crowd and dig up some leads.
Leave it to me. I'll play some music, show off a few moves, and people will naturally come to me with information.
Are you sure you can pull that off, Sylvan? Right! You're the dancing poet! Can't believe you're already in character!
I see. Let's approach the bartender first.
Welcome to the Rye. What can I get for you, new faces?
Hi! Have you seen any of the Hypogean's minions around here? Huh? My bad. I thought adventure stories let you be more direct. Guess I still have to talk my way around things like in real life.
The character sheet did say we could use different skills to reach our goals, right?
Why are you all staring at me like that?
Let me use the persuade skill on the bartender. I'll win his trust first, then find out if he knows anything about the Hypogean.
After acting clueless for a while, the bartender finally gives in. With a sigh, he sets down the shaker in his hand.
You see, people from all walks of life come here. Some decent, some dodgy. But we don't go blabbing about our patrons, and that's how we stay in business. I can't tell you anything. Please leave.
The bartender still won't budge. Maybe it's the wrong skill? All right, I'll try again. I need your guidance. What? Now? Let me throw the dice first.
The dancing poet performs a melancholic opera for the bartender.
What?
Through mournful lyrics and sorrowful movements, the dancing poet portrays the people suffering under the Hypogean's oppression, striking a chord with the bartender. This skill is so powerful.
I had no idea things were this bad outside, and yet I was still defending that Hypogean. I'm such a coward. That minion you're looking for isn't here, but I do know a thing or two about the Hypogean. I'll tell you everything. If you head north from here, you'll reach a forest called the Sinister Swamp. It's teeming with fearsome hypofiends that even seasoned adventurers keep their distance. The Hypogean dwells in the heart of that forest, guarded by its hypofiend followers. If you dare, go ahead and face the lion in its den.
The bartender told us to head north, but I don't see any forest up ahead.
I'm not great at imagining things, but I'll do my best. Let's head north and see what awaits us.
You step into the forest, carefully navigating around the swamps. The surroundings are eerily quiet. The animals, hidden among the trees, scatter the moment you get near. They all follow the same unspoken rules, and you are clearly outsiders. The sky darkens, and the air thickens with heat and humidity. Shadows flicker among the trees, and their leaves rustle in an unsettling way, keeping you on edge. Suddenly, a glimmer bloom materializes out of nowhere, standing before you.
You're above. It's just a glimmer bloom. I thought the Hypogean was ready to jump at us.
But I can see a glimmer bloom right here! How did it get into the library?
It must be part of the backdrop, like those patrons in the tavern. Magister Merlin, what should we do?
Will my skill work on a glimmer bloom? I'll give it a shot.
The dancing poet recounts a moving tale of the suffering inflicted by the Hypogean and earnestly urges the glimmer bloom to redeem itself. The story is masterfully told, but the dancing poet overlooked one thing. The glimmer bloom doesn't understand human language. Persuasion fails.
It didn't work because of a language barrier. Pippa, can you communicate with it?
Me? I don't think the Berserker can speak plant language either.
Plants are a part of nature, right? I remember my mage card mentions the ability to perceive the secrets of nature.
Impressive, Cassidy! You actually memorized what's on your card.
Everything in Dungan is deeply connected to nature. The mage, who understands nature's secrets, can easily communicate with the glimmer bloom.
I'm going to retell Sylvan's story, but in a way the glimmer bloom can understand.
Soon, the glimmer bloom covers its face with its leaves and begins to weep. I'm tired of narrating everything. Your turn, Glimmer Bloom.
Evil Hypogean. Didn't know. It bad to you too. The forest. Our home. Evil Hypogean. Drove us out. Turned us into bad Glimmer Blooms. We want to fight back. But Hypogean too strong. Good people. Beat Hypogean. Help us. I show the way.
The Glimmer Bloom waddles forward and points toward the east with its leaves.
Looks like the Hypogean is somewhere in the east. No time to lose. Let's go.
As you move eastward, the forest begins to stir, as its inhabitants murmur softly about your presence. The air is cold and oppressive at the heart of the forest. A foul stench rises from behind, accompanied by the sound of labored breathing.
Everyone, be careful!
This snow monster seems to mean no harm. Maybe it's friendly, just like that Glimmer Bloom from earlier.
I know the drill. Time to use one of my skills to make it talk, right? Alright then. Perform it is!
Wait a minute, Sylvan. Why would it want to see you perform?
Don't forget I'm now skilled in both dance and poetry. I'll charm the snow monster with my moves and turn it into our ally.
difficulty. If you fail, will we be stuck here? Since we're a team, can I help, Sylvan?
But Pippa, you only have your fists as a weapon right now.
Maybe my fists will do the trick.
Are we even allowed to help each other? This isn't covered in the rules.
Collaboration wasn't in my original design, but I like the idea. It's a green light from me. Pippa can assist Sylvan. As a professional game master, I'll improvise. The Berserker drums the ground, creating an enchanting beat. Then, the dancing poet glides forward and performs a mesmerizing dance.
Nice!
We've got this in the bag for sure.
Creating a rhythm by drumming the ground! How creative!
The snow monster has never seen such a passionate dance. Yet, the world that nurtures such vibrancy is ravaged by the Hypogean. Moved to tears, the snow monster decides to become your ally. The snow monster gestures toward the southwest, where the Hypogean's lair lies.
Oh, we did it! Our approach was unconventional, but that doesn't matter.
I never imagined we could combine our skills like this. This game just keeps getting better.
I thought you'd prefer games with fixed rules, Cassidy.
Rules do matter to me, but since this is a game, I guess I can loosen up a little. Also, I find this game really inspiring. If skills can be combined here, maybe the same could work for spells in real life.
Let's get back to the game. Now that we can combine skills, could there have been an even better way to recruit the snow monster? Suppose I could have used Persuade together with Pippa's Intimidate. Would the effect be twice as strong?
Or we could have started with my Mystery to subdue the snow monster first. Though, this is starting to sound more like coercion than persuasion.
I wish we could try every combination. Too bad we can't do it all over again after we convince this ghost to move on.
He's right. Let's head southwest and confront the Hypogean.
You've reached the Hypogean's lair, Legend Makers. Are you ready to face the Hypogean inside? Very well. With the rogue's consent, those Merlin names as companions here in the library may face the Hypogean face to face. And incorporate them into the agreement!
The rule book? No way!
I can feel an actual Hypogean's presence. Professor Simon recreated their aura in class before.
Jura above! We must not allow a Hypogean to run rampant on campus!
Hold on. Magister Merlin, did you invent the minstrel story and make us play a game designed by a Hypogean? This game must have been the Hypogean's ploy to make you release her. The reason you're hiding the truth and making us play along is to make her drop her guard, right? Have I got it wrong? I'm so confused.
See how humans always stereotype me, little Merlin? It really gets under my skin. Listen, girl. Not every Hypogean wants to destroy the world.
Did you just call him Little Merlin? Who exactly are you, and what's your deal?
Relax, kiddo. That frown's already making you look less handsome. By the way, I'm Comtesse, and I'm a close acquaintance of your Magister Merlin. I've been serving the Serene Lyceum for over 2 decades. In all that time, no more than 3 people have spoken to me. I felt even lonelier after little Lamar died. Can you imagine having no one to talk to and nowhere else to go after finishing a long day of hard work? By the abyss! Such a life of solitude is unbearable! After playing a tabletop game with Merlin yesterday, my loneliness hit me even harder. It feels so wonderful to have human company. Just admit I'm brilliant. Either way, I'm still the wicked, despicable final boss of the story. Unhappy with me? Then strike me down and seal me away. But know this. The Serene Lyceum will be left without its lively and practical school rules.
Excuse me, there's one more thing I don't quite understand. Countess, right? If all you want is your freedom back, why not just trick Magister Merlin into amending the agreement?
Think outside the box, girl. Freedom and rules can be understood in more ways than one. You see, games are about following the rules and challenging them. A game can't exist without rules, and it isn't fun if everyone just plays by the book. True liberty requires limits, and absolute freedom is no freedom at all. It actually amuses me to see students flout the rules from time to time. So, even if I could have turned Merlin into an idiot overnight and manipulated him into changing the agreement, I still wouldn't do it. That would spoil all the fun. By the abyss. I'm just sticking to my principles. Now, that's enough explanation. Whether in the game or in reality, I, the Hypogean, have appeared. Legend makers, come forward and prove your might by besting me! Cry out in despair, writhe in agony. Nothing pleases me more than seeing your souls burn in everlasting flames!
Dang! Her face and tone flipped in an instant.
Magister Merlin, since you placed your trust in this Hypogean, I will as well. We need your guidance to finish this game.
Potions for sale! Buy 4, get 1 free!
It's our turn to take the stage.
Too close for comfort.
The Hypogean unleashes a furious howl, unwilling to yield to defeat. Flames erupt, devouring her greed and sins until only ashes remain. You watch the flames burn with ferocity. No one knows if the Hypogean will rise again, but for now, victory is yours. You've defeated the Hypogean and freed the sinister swamp and Dungan from her oppression. It has been a rewarding journey for all of you. Pippa, the Berserker.
Me?
You endured the Hypogean's overwhelming might as she was sealed, witnessing true horror firsthand. With this, you take another step toward becoming the ultimate warrior. Sylvan, the dancing poet. You've mastered the art of charm, bending even a mighty snow monster to your will. Your triumph over the Hypogean has etched your name in glory. This adventure has ignited your creativity. One day, you will compose the epic poem that echoes throughout all of Dungan.
I like how this ends.
Cassidy the Mage. You played your part well, using magic to support your companions. From now on, you're no longer a lone wolf. At the moment of the Hypogean's death, you absorbed some of the mana she released, gaining insight into the deeper mysteries of the world. You are one step closer to becoming a greater mage.
That's true! I learned so much from fighting alongside Magister Merlin.
Last but not least, it's Merlin the Rogue. Well done for seeing through the Hypogean's true form and leading your team to a successful adventure. This journey has further sharpened your perception. May it lead you to uncover even greater secrets ahead. All of you have earned the Supreme Legend Maker title. With this, the story of Dungans and Hypogeans comes to a perfect close.
It's over. I'm not sure why, but I feel a bit sad.
I guess it's the same emptiness I always feel after finishing a page-turner.
Over? Not even close. This is just one chapter in a saga, and your journey will continue in the future. This is the charm of tabletop games. You can experience as many adventures as you like, brought to life through words and imagination.
You're right, things are definitely not over. The Hypogean in the story has been defeated, but one still stands right before us.
Oh, is this about me now? Well, I'm not about to work overtime just to sit through your meeting. Please talk some sense into these kids, little Merlin.
Contess is nothing like the fearsome Hypogeans described in textbooks. During our battle against the Hypogean in the story, it was clear that Contess wasn't using her full power. She was completely absorbed in the game, and I didn't get the sense that she was trying to escape. Magister Merlin, if she's earned your trust, then she's earned mine as well.
Actually, I can't see why Contess is so keen to play the game with us. Watching everyone else have fun while she sits on the sidelines, she's probably feeling left out. I mean, I'd feel pretty lonely too if I were in her shoes. It's unfair to keep her out of a game she invented.
I see your point, but Contess is still a Hypogean. We've been told over and over in class that they're unpredictable and destructive. She could be putting on an act just to lower our guard. I'm sorry, but after what happened with Jervin, I can't bring myself to trust Hypogeans.
What's your take, Magister Merlin?
Seriously? This again? Same thing as last time. How boring. You don't remember? Ugh, never mind.
All right, let's vote.
Still on the fence? I'm not in a hurry, but these kids are waiting for your verdict, and the tension's building. I do, obviously. But as I've said, absolute freedom is no freedom at all. Rules must be made, accepted, and followed. Without them, I wouldn't exist. Merlin, go ahead and seal me away if that puts your heart at ease. All I ask is that you continue to honor our agreement.
Magister Merlin? Take your time. This isn't something you can decide in a heartbeat. You look stumped. Can I help? Why don't we start learning more about her now? Playing the game together would be a good way to get to know her. I just feel it's okay to wait until you understand her better before deciding. Sylvan, what do you think?
Well, I've been going over what Pippa just said now. Maybe she's right. I once thought I knew my friend well, but I was very wrong. So, can I really decide whether Contess is trustworthy after spending just a short time with her? I think we can go with what Cassidy suggested. Play another round of the game with her so we can understand her better.
Oops, sorry. My mind drifted off for a moment there. I feel like I can see myself in her. Contess was born a Hypogean, and my magic is inherently chaotic and difficult to control. None of us chose to be this way. Because of my unusual trait, I know what it's like to be an outcast. I think she must have gone through something similar. I was lucky to meet Professor Solis. She believed in me and got me into the Serene Lyceum. So now, I want to give Contess a chance to prove herself. We shouldn't be too quick to write her off only because she's a Hypogean. You guys are finally done talking. So, what's your decision? Oh? One more round? Yeah. Seal me or not, I'm stuck working here anyway. So I might as well make the most of this chance to have some fun. This time, I'll make sure we use a module that's more fun and exciting. But the library's too small for me to really express my creativity. Get me a spot with enough room, little Merlin. Aren't you the great Magister Merlin? Don't lose your prestige in front of the students. Your magic tower? A boring choice, but still better than the library. Oh, and you haven't forgotten the day off you promised me, have you? I only get one day off a year, so I have to spend it on something meaningful. I'll be fine-tuning everything for the next round. No one's allowed to bother me all day. Relax, I know what I'm doing. Get ready to have your mind blown by my story!
I have to say, Contess is truly unlike any other Hypogean, personality-wise.
Indeed. She couldn't be more different from the vile ones I saw in textbooks.
Contess could actually be a nice Hypogean. Wait, calling a Hypogean nice does sound kind of odd.
She said she needs the whole day to prepare. Magister Merlin, let's meet at the Stellar Spire at midnight tomorrow. Good night, Magister Merlin.
Is it just me, or is something off about the library today? I had a tiff with my friend earlier. I thought a magic broom was gonna hit me, but it didn't.
What? Do you enjoy the pain or something?
No, the point is, I broke the school rules, but I wasn't punished.
You're not the only one. Some other students have noticed that the school rules aren't as strict as they used to be. Are they still in force? Does this mean I can skip classes whenever I want?
You're finally here, Merlin! I'm glad you remembered to come for me. Come on, let's go! I can't wait to start the game! much has changed on campus. Ugh, I wish I hadn't been stuck in the library. Taking a walk like this feels great. I really enjoy the wind brushing against my face. If you'd spent the past 20 years cooped up indoors, you'd be even more eager to move around than I am, my dear Merlin. If I stay in the library any longer, I'll be choking on the dust settling on me. You must be wondering how I could possibly stand being stuck in the library for 20 years. It was just a guess. Even though you've lost your memory, your little quirks are still the same. By the abyss! I can't believe you asked such a foolish question! Don't you know that breaking our agreement comes with a punishment? Being trapped in the library is dull, but at least punishing students spices things up a bit. Even if the boredom becomes unbearable, I won't go anywhere until our deal is done. By the very notion of rules, I swear I mean it. Oh my, look at the time. We're going to be late. Whisk me off to your tower already, little Merlin. Chop chop! We'd better hurry if we want enough time for the game.